Hello students, welcome to the another part of chapter number 12 series. In this video, we are going to discuss chemical properties of aldehydes and ketones. So, let's start. First, let's discuss the laboratory test for aldehydes and ketones. Aldehydes are easily oxidized to carboxylic acid containing the same number of carbon atom. This is so because of the presence of hydrogen atom on the carbonyl group, which can be easily converted into OH group without cleavage of any other bond. Hence, aldehydes are not only oxidized by strong oxidizing agent like HNO3, KMNO4, etc., but also oxidized by mild oxidizing agent like bromine water, Ag positive ion, Cu2 positive ion, etc. As a result, aldehydes acts as strong reducing agent towards mild oxidizing agents, whereas ketone, due to absence of hydrogen atom, are not oxidized by mild oxidizing agent. On the basis of this reactivity difference, aldehydes and ketones are distinguished by following test. The test which is shown only by aldehydes are Schiff test, silver mirror test and Fehling test, whereas the laboratory test for ketonic group is sodium nitroprusside test. First, let's talk about Schiff's test. When alcoholic solution of aldehyde is treated with few drops of Schiff's reagent, a pink or red or magenta color appears. This confirms the presence of aldehydic group in a given organic compound. In Tollens test or silver mirror test, the aldehyde is allowed to boil with Tollens reagent, where the Tollens reagent is reduced to metallic silver, which deposits on the wall of the test tube as bright silver mirror, and aldehyde is oxidized to carboxylate ion. It is to be noted here, Tollens reagent is nothing but ammoniacal silver nitrate, that is 2Ag NH3 OH. Tollens reagent is prepared by mixing few drops of AgNO3 solution and few ml of dilute NaOH solution, which results in the formation of brown PPT. Then this brown PPT is dissolved by adding dilute NH4OH. During the reduction of Tollens reagent, the following reaction takes place. RC double bond OH, that is aldehyde, reacts with diamine silver 1 hydroxide, that is Tollens reagent, and water, gives RC double bond OH, that is carboxylic acid, plus 2Ag, that is metallic silver, plus 4NH3, that is ammonia, plus 2H2O. Now let's see how aldehydes are detected by Fehling's test. When an aldehyde is heated with Fehling solution, the Fehling solution is reduced to give a red PPT of cuprous oxide. Here, aldehyde is oxidized to carboxylate ion and Cu2 positive ion is reduced to Cu positive ion. The following reaction occurs during this reduction. Aldehyde, that is RCHO, reacts with Fehling solution, that is 2Cu2 positive plus 5OH negative, to give carboxylate ion, that is RC double bond O negative, plus red PPT of cuprous oxide, that is Cu2O plus 3H2O. For example, CH3 C double bond OH plus 2Cu2 positive plus 4OH negative gives CH3 C double bond OOH plus Cu2O plus 3H2O. It is important to note here that alpha hydroxyketone also gives this test positive, and Fehling solution is a mixture of Fehling solution A and Fehling solution B. The laboratory test which is used to detect the ketonic group in a given organic compound is nothing but sodium nitroprusside test. In sodium nitroprusside test, the freshly prepared sodium nitroprusside is added to a ketone Then it is made alkaline by the dropwise addition of sodium hydroxide. A red color appears in the solution which indicates the presence of ketonic group. However, aldehydes do not respond to sodium nitroprusside test. Now let's discuss the chemical reactions of aldehydes and ketones with nucleophile. Students, as we all know that the carbonyl group in aldehydes and ketones is quite polar in nature. The carbon atom of the carbonyl group carries a small positive charge and behaves as an electrophile. Therefore, a nucleophile readily attacks the electrophilic carbon atom of the polar carbonyl group in aldehydes and ketones. During this process, the complete transference of pi electrons of carbon-oxygen double bond takes place from carbon to oxygen atom. Also, the hybridization of carbon changes from sp2 to sp3 and tetrahedral alkoxide intermediate is formed. This intermediate then picks up a proton either from the solvent or from the reagent to give the electrically neutral addition product. Let's see some of the important nucleophilic addition reaction of aldehydes and ketones. First, let's start with addition of hydrogen cyanide. Aldehydes and ketones add a molecule of hydrogen cyanide to form cyanohydrine. The Cn- ion, being a strong nucleophile, readily adds to the carbonyl compound to yield corresponding cyanohydrine. This reaction requires either acid or base as catalyst, since pure HCN reacts very slowly with aldehydes and ketones. The reactions are as follows. RC double bond OH plus HCN gives aldehyde cyanohydrine. For example, CH3C double bond OH plus HCN gives 2-hydroxypropane nitrile. Let's see the reaction of ketone with HCN. RC double bond OR dash plus HCN gives ketone cyanohydrine. For example, CH3C double bond OCH3 plus HCN gives 2-hydroxy2-methyl propane nitrile. The next nucleophilic reaction we are going to discuss is addition of sodium bisulfite. Aldehydes and ketones, when treated with saturated aqueous solution of sodium bisulfite, gives crystalline PPT of sodium bisulfite adduct. For example, CH3C double bond OH plus NaHSO3 gives acetaldehyde bisulfite. Similarly, CH3C double bond OCH3 plus NaHSO3 gives acetone bisulfite. Let's move to other nucleophilic reaction, that is addition of alcohol. Addition of alcohols to aldehyde takes place in 2 steps, and in each step, 1 molecule of ROH is added. Aldehyde reacts with 1 molecule of monohydric alcohol in presence of dry hydrogen chloride to give alkoxy alcohol, which is known as hemiacetal, which further reacts with 1 more molecule of monohydric alcohol to give geminal dialkoxy compound known as acetal. The stepwise addition of alcohols are as follow. In the first step, aldehyde, that is RC double bond OH, reacts with 1 equivalent of a monohydric alcohol, that is R-OH, in presence of dry HCl to give hemiacetal, which is an unstable compound. In the second step, hemiacetal reacts with 1 more molecule of alcohol to give acetal, which is a stable compound, plus H2O. For example, in the first step, that is acetaldehyde CH3C double bond OH reacts with ethyl alcohol, that is C2H5OH, in the presence of dry HCl to give acetaldehyde ethyl hemiacetal. In the second step, this hemiacetal reacts further with another molecule of ethyl alcohol in the presence of dry HCl to give 1,1-diethoxyethane plus H2O. Ketones also react similarly with alcohol in the presence of acid catalyst to give hemiketal and ketal. Ketones react with 1,2 or 1,3 diols in presence of dry HCl to give 5 or 6 membered cyclic ketals. For example, ketone when react with ethane 1,2 diol in the presence of dry HCl gives cyclic ketal. This reaction can be reversed by treating cyclic ketal with aqueous HCl to regenerate ketones. Acetal and ketals are hydrolyzed with aqueous mineral acid to give corresponding aldehydes and ketones. Let's see the addition of Grignard reagent to aldehydes and ketones. Aldehydes and ketones on reaction with alkyl magnesium halide form addition product which upon hydrolysis with dilute mineral acid gives alcohol. The type of alcohol formed depends upon the aldehyde or the ketone used. For example, formaldehyde gives primary alcohol, other aldehyde gives secondary alcohol, while ketones give tertiary alcohol. Thank you students for watching this video. We will see more chemical reactions of aldehydes and ketones with nucleophile in the next video. Until then, stay tuned.